On Wednesday, the European Commission made a proposal aimed at increasing transparency in EU decision-making. The now voluntary lobby register should become mandatory for the main EU institutions, that is the Commission, the European Parliament and the Council, where Member States' ministers meet.
Our proposal would make the register mandatory for any lobbyists trying to influence policy making in Brussels.
According to Transparency International, there are around 37,000 people involved in EU lobbying. 26,000 are based in Brussels, and only one-third, around 10,000, are registered in the current register. That figure could increase with the Commission proposal, and First Vice President Frans Timmermans said that the EU authority is now delivering on its promise to make EU lobby more transparent. However, transparency advocates are still disappointed.
What we have seen is that the register remains to be non-mandatory. The incentives to join are still inadequate, they're very, very weak, and there are still no real sanctions.
Margarida da Silva at Corporate Europe Observatory says that the proposed register is not mandatory because it's not legally binding. In addition, it only covers meetings between lobbyists and politicians and their top-level staff. Officials at lower level, who are those who actually draft and work with law text, will not be covered.
Most lobbying activity is not done towards commissioners or towards the high-level council staff. It's done with people that are writing the reports, and they are not currently covered by the system.
From the Commission side, Frans Timmermans argues that it's enough if the register covers meetings with those actually taking decisions.
And I do believe that you should protect your collaborators, desk officers, heads of unit, directors, so that they can freely prepare and propose something which would then be decided at a higher level.
At the same time, Frans Timmermans said that what has now been put on the table is a first step to include lobby meetings at lower levels. For instance, the permanent representations of member states could be discussed later on.